Alrighty, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How's it going? Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. Today is Tuesday, the 30th of March, 2021. So, just a reminder, guys, it is just about to be the end of the month. That means, so we got today and tomorrow to hit the subscriber goal. And if we hit the subscriber goal of 825 subs, I'm going to be wearing a pair of jeans during my Halloween? Oh my god. During my birthday event. My birthday marathon event. I know that's really stupid, but that's what people wanted. So you get what you want. I'm DSP, everyone, and I welcome you here to the stream today. What's going on? Welcome to the Halloween day. Halloween event. Talk about a little bit outdated. A little bit behind. A little behind, but it's okay. It's all good, everyone. How you doing? I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're ready for a fun day. Today is an action-packed day. Action-packed. Alright? Why is it an action-packed day? Because every game I'm playing today has absolutely no chill. It's a no-chill Tuesday. First of all, Ghosts and Goblins. Resurrection. A game that, man, is it so hard. It's probably, arguably, the hardest game I've ever played. If you really compare it with any other game I've played in my lifetime. Arguably the toughest game ever. I have, you know, with tooth and nail, painstakingly tried to get through this game. And it's taken a lot of perseverance and also a lot of help from you guys. Being that if you even touch something the wrong way, it could spawn a million enemies that there's no way to get past. It's pretty insane the way that they've made this game, quite frankly. I did not expect that I'd be playing it this long. I've been playing it for about a month now. If you actually take a look, I think it came out in early March, and the game is so insanely difficult, right? That some streams I make no progress at all. Seriously. It's that hard of a game. Luckily, last time around, I did make progress. We beat the first half of Stage 5, and now we're on to the second half, which is mostly platforming at this point. It's more about surviving platforming than combat. Okay? So, my goal for today would be at the very least to make it to the boss. I don't know if I'll beat the boss, but I want to make it to the boss in 3 hours. I mean, that would be pretty sad if I can't, right? It seems to me like when I do get past the first half of a stage, usually the second half of the stage isn't as long or time-consuming. Okay, so, whew, it's been so tough, man. About a month of this game, and we're only on the 5th stage. Now, I don't know how many stages the game actually has. You gotta think maybe it has like 6 or 7, so maybe we're nearing the end of the game. But that doesn't mean anything, because if it's even tougher, you know. Oh my god. Anyway, all that being said, it should be a fun stream regardless. Hopefully you guys will have fun. I'm sure there'll be wagers, you know, channel points wagers on how my performance, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, we'll see how today goes. Then tonight, ladies and gentlemen, in a very rare occurrence, tonight's late stream is going to be Street Fighter. Yeah. I almost never play Street Fighter outside of Fridays. But this week is different. This week I'm trying something new. In the last week you guys said, you know, Street Fighter goes so well when you play it. People show up. You know, people contribute. Seems to be a good weekly event. Did you ever consider maybe doing it more than just once a week? I said, well, I guess we could give it a shot, especially this week. Maybe try to mix it up a little bit. So we're going to try it tonight. We're going to see how Street Fighter goes tonight on the late stream. If it goes well, you know, meaning I can get good connections, there's enough opponents to, you know, entertain an entire stream, and if people actually show up and support the stream, then maybe I'll consider doing it twice a week. All right? Maybe. Or maybe not. We'll see how it goes tonight. You never know how it's going to go, especially when you're doing something outside of its normal day. You have no clue. So let's see tonight how it goes, and we'll go from there. All right? Cool. Tomorrow, it's the continuation of Divinity Original Sin 2. Last time around, again, I thought I was going to have plot progress, and there was 0 plot progress. Instead, we ended up in a tower fighting necromancers. Then we got jumped out in like a swamp, and I was putting out the fire on flaming pigs. So, that gave me something else. I always seem to run into something crazy that distracts me from having any kind of actual plot advancement, right? So, let's see what goes on tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, it'll be Genshin Impact, which I hope goes as well as last time. Last time around, I had some major plot advancement in Genshin, and you guys liked the stream. You chilled with me. We had a good interactive time. I hope that that'll happen again tomorrow night. Because as I told you over the weekend, you know, Genshin was kind of almost on the chopping block because the last couple of times I played it, people had complained. They didn't like it. It was boring. So let's see what happens tomorrow night with Genshin Impact. All right? And then on Thursday, which is my last streaming day of the week, consecutive streaming day, I should say, it is Danganronpa V3, which is currently in the midst of a really crazy trial, the very first class trial of the game, right? So that's going to be fun to see who the killer really was in this first murder and advance the game and see what happens, because I don't know what's going to happen. And then Thursday night will be more Call of Duty. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Call of Duty this year has been incredibly successful, I would say. Reason being, because of your interactions with me, your suggestions, and your help, I've been able to keep the streams entertaining and engaging since November. And the pattern continues. Last night, I unlocked dual-wielding pistols, which allowed me to run around like a complete and utter asshole, shooting people like some action movie hero, and getting multiple kill streaks with these fucking pistols, which is stupid as shit. The channel points wagering has added a whole new facet to Call of Duty. It's made it fun as hell. So I actually genuinely cannot wait for Thursday night. Like every time I play Call of Duty now, I'm having a ton of fun because there's always something new. I'm unlocking a new weapon. I'm doing something silly. You guys are wagering. It's great. So I cannot wait for Call of Duty on Thursday night. Okay, Truck Rattle, no, there's no more Fall Guys this weekend coming up. I'm going to play it again. I play Fall Guys once a week, okay? So, that's the streaming week. Today, tomorrow, and Thursday. Friday, I'm off from streaming to run errands and the like, but I'll be back on Saturday. And on Saturday, we're going to continue on with all the playthroughs that I've been doing. But starting this coming weekend, you will see birthday decorations in the office here. I'm going to decorate festively for the week to celebrate my coming birthday. And when big contributions come in, I'll probably be celebrating by doing something, either playing a horn or a noisemaker or some. We got to see what we can find at the party store to decorate for this week. All right, I have some festive stuff coming up this week. In addition, on my actual birthday, which is April 6th, which is 1 week from today, I will officially be a year older. That's not good. I wish I could run back the clock because I'm getting older and it's making my body fall apart. You know, all the hairs in my beard have gone white. My face is sagging like a big stretched out balloon that's been deflated. You know, my teeth, my dentures keep popping out during the stream, which is very embarrassing. I gotta get better Fix-A-Dent for my mouth. And of course, my balls. They're dangling down to my knees and clacking together. So, as I get older, things, you know, my hand-eye coordination isn't as good either. So, 1 year older. 1 year uglier. Starting on Tuesday of next week. But on that day, it's going to be a special day. And here's why it's going to be a special day. You guys ready? First of all, it's a marathon event. I'm going to be playing a marathon of classic games. And challenging myself to complete certain objectives in said games. So the example I keep giving you is like, let's say, for example, I'm playing Super Mario Brothers. Beat the entire first world without losing a life. Challenge myself to do that. And I won't use warp zones, and I won't cheat. I just got to beat every stage legit. So, that's my idea. Alright? Oh, Jasper Kitty, he reaches up and grabs me. He's so cute. He reached up the other chair and grabbed my hand. You're such a cute cat. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I love having him here on the pre-streams with me. He's so silly. Hi, buddy. Oh, he's such a good cat. Anyway, the birthday event should be great. Marathon, where I challenge myself to play classic games and complete challenges during the games. In addition, you guys will be wagering your channel points on whether or not I can complete set objectives. So it's going to be a fun day full of suspense and action. In addition, during that stream, there will be a special DSP Tries It. What will it be? I actually don't know yet. I honestly don't know. But there will be a DSP Tries It during that event. And, as I've already told you guys, if I do so happen, to hit the subs goal, hold on a second, I'm typing something. So that's actually part of the event. I just typed into my phone here. Okay, if we hit the subs goal today and tomorrow, because it's the end of the month here, I'll wear a pair of jeans during the event. That will be highly prominently featured. I'll dance around in jeans for you during this special event. Now, in addition to all of that, excuse me, I've actually obtained something for the birthday stream. Something special to make that stream even more special. So I hope you guys will join me that day. It's going to be a fun day, a special day, an interesting day for sure. And I hope that you will tune in, whether it's for 5 minutes or the entirety of the marathon stream, which likely will run from like, 10, 11 in the morning all the way to like 7, 8 at night. Oh my God, that's absolutely disgusting. Wow. I am so sorry, guys. This morning I was very hungry. So I ate not one, but 2 bagels. 2 bagels. I was so hungry. Now, I didn't have them with anything because I don't have any cream cheese or nothing. It sucks. I love cream cheese on a bagel, and I freaking don't have any. I always forget to buy it. I always have bagels, and I don't buy cream cheese to eat on the bagels. I had 2 bagels this morning. I was so hungry. And, that's why I'm gassing, exploding here. It's absolutely disgusting. All the carbs. Oh, all the carbs, baby. All those carbs, baby. It's all about the carbs. You got a carb load in the morning to energize up, especially when you're going to play Ghosts and Goblins. Are you crazy? You need all the carbs you can get. Okay? All right. All right, so I'm excited. No butter. No butter. No butter, no jam, no jelly, and I don't have cream cheese. Nothing. Okay, anyway. All that being said, I'm excited for the birthday event. This next week should be fun. Decorations, special celebrations, special marathon, my birthday. I get to hang out with you guys on my birthday and have fun. By the way, see, I don't know how this is going to work. My wife said that she wants to make me a cake. So I think what it is when I go shopping on Friday, grocery shopping, she's going to give me a list of the stuff to buy at the grocery store to make a cake out of. And then I guess one of these days, because I know she has to work, but I guess one of the days she gets home earlier, she's going to make me the cake during the day or something. And then I'm going to have a piece of my birthday cake on the birthday stream. Here's what I should do. I should challenge myself to, like, get to a certain point in the game or the stream, and then I can have the cake. Like, maybe it should be, I have to legitimately beat Super Mario Brothers, the first game, and then when I legitimately beat it every single world, then I can have a piece of cake. So it'll be challenging, because what if I don't beat it? Then I don't get birthday cake. I deny myself, I get punished. Oh, man. There you go. So anyway, that's the week coming up. It's going to be fun. I'm excited for this coming week. Something different. And then, keep in mind, in April, during the month of April, we have new games coming out. We have Star Wars Republic Commando remake. We have there's a new Oddworld game, but I'm gonna get it, but not play it yet. I think I'm gonna get it and just have it because it's free for PS Plus. So I'll get it, but I'm not gonna start it yet. But there's the new Nier Automata game. It's actually Nier Replicant, which is a prequel to Automata, like a really early prequel apparently. And then we've got Oh, MLB The Show. MLB The Show as a chill stream. That'll be good. Something different. And at the end of the month, we got Replicant. Replicant. Returnal. It starts with an R, and I got it confused. Returnal at the end of the month. So we do have new games in April. Finally, some new stuff. So that's a good thing. Good month coming up. I'm excited. I'm excited for everything in April. I am. It's going to be a good month to get the year going. It almost feels like this year never started. Seriously, even though we're a quarter into the year, it feels like the year never started because there's been like no notable new releases at all. And it's like, damn, gaming has been on standstill this year. Thank goodness, because I'm an interactive streamer, we have so much to do outside of new releases. Seriously, like if it wasn't for playing older games and having fun on streams regardless, like it would be pretty boring around here if I was someone who only relied on new releases, right? But we've been having a great year so far. I'm excited for new release fun coming up very, very quickly. Pretty awesome. All right. So, a day and a half left to hit this sub goal, guys. If you like the streams and you want to get access to over 40 emotes, you want to have a cool chat crown badge to show how long you've been a supporter, and you don't want to watch advertisements, who the hell wants to do that? Please subscribe to the channel, or possibly, if you want to help out, please gift a sub to this fellow viewer who possibly doesn't have a subscription right now. It helps out, and I'm sure they'll appreciate it. Today and tomorrow, that's it. It's all we got left. 2 days left, guys, to hit the subs goal. So I hope you guys will consider subscribing. Okay? All right. Let's see. Outside of all of that, I'm just trying to think, is there anything else pertinent that I need to talk about? By the way, so I'm not sure what's going on with these tips animations. They all seem to work, except for the new one, the $50 one that I added. And it worked, and then it stopped working, and I don't know why. I ended up deleting it last night and making a clone of the $20 animation, because the $20 animation definitely works. I've seen it pop up multiple times during the week. So I said, what the hell, I'll clone that one and just change the stats to make it 50 bucks. We'll see what happens. But if you tip today, guys, animation should pop up as a way of saying thanks. All right? And I hope that they work. You know, a lot of time went into this. Viewer who created all these animations, and obviously the effort of me getting the freaking stream elements to work. Excuse me. As you guys know, I'm an independent content creator, right? I don't have a partnership with anyone to stream exclusively and make money doing it. I don't have sponsorships with companies. I rely on you guys to crowdfund my efforts here to keep doing what I love. And I absolutely appreciate the fact that I get to do what I love for a living, that you guys have supported me for so long. A decade. A whole decade. I've been doing this, and you guys have supported me. That's pretty amazing when you think about it. All right? You know, that's my income. You guys like the fact that I'm independent. And I don't have any kind of advertisements really on my stream except for this really quick plug segment at the beginning. You know, no product shilling down your throat. You don't have to worry about me saying something. Oh, no, Phil lost a sponsor because of what he said today. None of that shit. Right? That's a great thing. So thank you in advance for any contributions. Whether you cheer, you sub, or you tip, all those things are great, and all those things help me out. All right? We do have tips goals in effect for today. If we raise $50 of tips, I'll put on Gunner glasses. If we raise $100 of tips, I'll put on a vest. Now, yesterday was the red vest. Okay? So that means the red vest is not eligible today. All the others are, including the blue, the beige, the platinum, the camo, and the gray. All those vests are eligible if we hit the tips goal today. All right? And thank you in advance to anyone considering contributing to make the tips goal happen. Of course, we have double and triple tips goals rewards as well, but we won't talk about those until we actually get to them. All right? Yeah. So, thank you in advance, guys, for your support. Now, that being said, I have to burp. Excuse me. I knew that was coming. It's kind of stuck in my throat and finally came out. I'm gonna up the contribution thing here. It's a little off center. You couldn't see. It said he subscribed, but it was cut off. I'm gonna try to fix that. Okay. Okay. So anyway, guys, if you are a regular viewer and you were planning on maybe supporting the stream, I have some tips for you to help you out, because I'm looking out for you and I don't want you to get harassed online. So the first tip I have is make sure that the account that you use to watch streams on Twitch is not the same as the account that you use anywhere else. Meaning, don't use the same name here and then go on social media or other places and use the same name. You want to diversify your presence on the internet, so that way if someone, doesn't like you, they don't go all over the internet trying to harass you everywhere. That would be a bad idea. So make sure your Twitch name is not the same as your real life name, obviously, and then not the same as things you have on other accounts. In addition, I strongly recommend that you shut off open direct messages on Twitch. It just leads to online harassment. Trolls in particular use this as a major method to get at people. So I recommend that you just shut those down and make it so that trolls can't harass you in advance. Alright? Cool. Now, if you're considering tipping me, a few quick things. First of all, please make a verified PayPal account. A verified PayPal account means that you link your real life information to your account to verify that you actually exist in real life. Usually it's a bank account, but there's other information you could link as well. Alright? The reason this is important is because to make sure that you're real gives me added protections. I had so much fraud against me back in the fall. Someone buying fake credit cards off the internet. Or I said stolen credit card numbers off the internet, not fake. And then, illegally charging to send me tips. So here I am thinking I'm doing great. And in reality, I'm doing terrible. And then all that gets charged back, which means not only do I lose the money, but then there's fees and penalties against my account. It's a nightmare. Alright? So I put stuff in place a couple months ago to stop all this. But the best way to avoid all this nonsense is to verify your PayPal account. Because it's verified and you tip me, I know I can trust it. There's no nonsense there. PayPal's not going to allow you to commit fraud and lie once they have your real information. Alright? Now don't worry if you verify your PayPal account. No, it does not give out your personal information at all. It's not doxing you. I don't see any of that stuff. Just think about how stupid that sounds. If PayPal did that, you could sue them. You could literally sue them and say, why'd you give out my personal information? So don't listen to idiots who like to say stupid shit like that. All they're doing is trying to get you to not do the smart thing. So no worries. Okay? Don't be paranoid. But in addition to that, I strongly recommend if you are a regular to the stream and you're considering tipping me to create a code word when you tip. When you tip me and you send me a message, I don't read the whole message out on stream, especially if there's private stuff in there. There's no pop-up that shows that either. So, you can make a code word. For example, it could be fuzzy pickles. So you could tip me and say, Phil, here, great stream today. Here's my support. And by the way, fuzzy pickles. And that way I would know it's you. Because you have a code word that I recognize every time you tip. And because of that, I don't have to constantly verify your tip and make sure it's really you. The reason this is important is because we do have trolls that come in here and they try to impersonate other viewers. In particular, regulars who contribute. They try to make me, oh, I'm them. And then they say something nasty to try to make me think that that person said something insulting to me when they really didn't. Or, the flip side of that, they'll send a tip that's big, and oh, it's a great tip, and then it's a chargeback. But I got fooled because it was the name of someone who's a regular, you see? So by using that code word, I know it's really you, and it makes it so that I don't have to verify the tip, and it saves us a ton of time. In the last month, a lot of regulars have started doing this practice, and it helps a ton. It makes the streams way more streamlined to do this. So, it's awesome. Thank you guys very much in advance. If you are going to tip me, please, if you could do these things. Sadly, if you don't get a verified account, I'm probably going to refund your tip, just so you know. I pretty much have a no-nonsense policy at this point that if someone's going to tip me, it has to be verified. If not, I just refund it because I just can't take the liability. I can't take it 2-3 months down the line, someone charges me back a bunch of tips, and then I get screwed over, okay? Fair enough? Alright, guys. So, now, let's talk. Let's talk about video games. Let's talk about how there's absolutely no gaming news today, which sucks. I'm tired of it. I want gaming news. And you know what? I'm actually happy that we're heading into, it's spring now, and we're heading into the busy gaming season where not only are there going to be a bunch of new releases, but I feel that finally, a lot of these companies that have been sitting around, sitting on all information about the new releases are finally going to speak up. I get the feeling we're going to get a lot of digital events for the games we've been waiting for, for a long time and haven't had any updates about. I think we're finally going to get them. For example, the new Horizon game. What is it called? Horizon Northern Exposure or something like that. I can't remember the name of it. But I think we're going to get an update. I think finally we're going to find out about this game. Because we don't know like jack shit about the game right now. I think there's going to be a big expose coming up in the next month or two about this game. I get the feeling. God of War Ragnarok. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't think it's coming out this year. I wish it was. Because, you know, God of War was one of my favorite games of the last 5 years. And I feel it's one of the best kind of reboots. It's not really a reboot, but you know what I mean? Like one of the best ways to take a series and completely change it from what it originally was to something amazing. And I really want to play Ragnarok. But we have no information about it, right? So I feel we're going to get information about that as well. I almost guarantee you, like, all the big name games we've been waiting. Elden Ring. The game that no one even thought existed anymore until a trailer leaked. Because they were so stingy with information that people actually went and stole the trailer from the company and put it on the internet early. They had enough. Right? So, I get the feeling we are going to get information about these games soon. I would predict at the latest June. But I almost think April, May, we're going to have a lot of big games where information is going to hit the internet. I just got this vibe because it's been so dead lately, you know? Like, oh, another Monster Hunter came out this week. Oh, great. What's funny about Monster Hunter is this game sells a ridiculous amount of copies, but I don't really ever hear anyone talking about it. Like, even in social media, like last night, the last 2 days, there's been a few posts about it. Like, I guess one of the news stories was that the game has shipped 4 million copies on the Switch, which is good. It's not as good as Monster Hunter World. Apparently, Monster Hunter World shipped 5 to 6 million copies at launch, and it looks like Monster Hunter Rise will ship about 4 million copies. Still outstanding sale. I mean, that's crazy sales. Now, by the way, that's shipped. That's not purchased. That's shipped, meaning, you know, shipped to stores. And on top of that, there's going to be digital sales as well. So the game's going to do well, very well. But it's so weird that, like, this game sells so much, but it doesn't have any kind of a viral, like, media presence like other games do. You know what I mean? Like, every other major game when it comes out, you see memes about it, you see all kinds of posts, people talking about their experiences with the game. I don't see shit about Monster Hunter. Nothing. It's just like, oh, okay, we're playing it. That's it. Like, nothing else. I don't know. I can understand why you like the franchise, seriously. I do, I understand it, but it's not my cup of tea. So, anyway, I get the feeling in the next 2 months or so, we are going to see a giant explosion of information. Oh, by the way, yes, I agree with Eternal Napalm. Forspoken. Now that there's more information about this game on the internet, this game looks crazy. The graphics look like so ridiculous. And if it is as action-packed as it looks like it's going to be, I think it's going to be an outstanding game. So, yeah, I get the feeling 2-3 months here, we're going to get a lot of information about new games. And it's going to get us hyped for the rest of the year and next year. Well, hopefully for the rest of this year. Because right now, we've got a few games. Like basically, there's like one game a week starting mid-April. So April, May, June, there's like one game a week. So there's like 8 to 9 big games coming out with a couple of months. And then there's like almost nothing for the rest of the year. So I get the feeling we're going to get all this information about the games actually coming out the rest of this year. At least I hope. If not, it's going to be a fucking dud, right? What a dud. Alright, one other thing. Because I want to clear the air about this. For some reason, people are talking about Cyberpunk again. I don't know why. You know, they've been patching the game and updating the game recently. I don't see what the big deal is. We all know what the game is, and it sucks. In my opinion, the game's it's bad. Like I told you guys, when I was playing Cyberpunk, probably about 20% of the time I was having a good time, and 80% of the time I was cringing, groaning, and basically saying, this is a waste of my time. I wish I never played it. So, that being said, oh, they released a new patch and everything. Who cares? The game is done. Seriously. I mean it. The game's done. Stick a fucking fork in it. No one fucking cares about Cyberpunk anymore. It's time to stop talking about it and pretend like it doesn't exist, because it shouldn't. It's time to actually move on and realize the game's a fucking failure. Alright? The game stinks. It's not good. Stop pretending like it is. It's not. If you liked the game, that's okay. But don't come to my shoes. Are you play Cyberpunk? No. I played the whole game. I hated it. Where were you for the fucking month and a half I played it and told you every day I hated it this game sucks, I don't want to play it anymore, but I'm forcing myself to beat it, right? Where were you then? So, that being said, no, I'm not playing it again. Even if I wanted to play it again, I couldn't. I refunded the fucking game. I got money back for it. I did a full playthrough and I still got my fucking money back for it. So, of course, I'm not going to buy the game again to play that stinker again. Can you imagine that? Buying a game, doing a playthrough, and then buying it again? What the fuck? No, I'm not doing that. So stop asking. I'm never playing Cyberpunk again. I'm not doing the DLCs. Alright? I'm happy that I hadn't talked about Cyberpunk in so long, and then people start bringing it up again on stream. I was like, what? Why are you bringing up that atrocity? Stop it. Stop wasting everyone's time talking about the biggest stinker of the last decade. Really? Did you not see the viral video on YouTube completely destroying the game that has like a ridiculously million amount of views? Because everyone hates the fucking game, despite the fact that fanboys want to scream loudly that it's good and it's not. You know, it doesn't matter. The game's a flop. The game stinks. CD Projekt Red is fucked. Let's move on. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I feel like there was one more story, but I can't remember what it was, so I didn't write these down. Snow Carl says that Cyberpunk was better than Bugsnax. Alright, I'm going to permanently ban Snow Carl. I'm going to permanently ban his IP. I'm going to make sure all variations of the name Snow Carl are banned from now on. And I am personally going to send him 27 copies of Bugsnax. They're coming to his house right now. I'm going to make it so that all his game consoles will only boot Bugsnax. There you go. Ridiculous. What a ridiculous thing to say. Bugsnax better than Bugsnax? How could you say that? You're a PC gamer. Oh, you're in trouble. I'm stealing your graphics card. You'll never be able to buy a replacement. You're fucked. Microprocessors are in such high demand now because of COVID. I'm gonna steal your. I mean, that's it. You're done. You're gonna be playing games with onboard graphics from the motherboard. It's gonna look like 8-bit. Everything's gonna be 8-bit. You're screwed. All right. Anyway, guys, I'm just joshing you. You know, of course, I'm just. Snow Carl, fine. If you like Cyberpunk better than Bugsnax, you're wrong. You're in the wrong. You're logically wrong, factually wrong, incorrect, wrong. Your opinion is wrong. But more power to you. You have the ability to have an opinion. That's the beauty of life. Is that everyone's entitled to their own opinion, even if it's completely wrong. Snow Carl says he never played Cyberpunk. Snow Carl, how could you waste our time? I thought we were having an intellectual conversation here. Come on, man. Alright. Anyway, it's time for shout-outs. Let's do shout-outs for those who contributed so far this morning. Let's take a look here. So, we start off with Frog in a Party Hat, who did a 100-bit cheer. Let's get him up on the leaderboard as the biggest cheerer of the... Oh, shit, I clicked the wrong thing. The biggest cheerer of the day. What the hell game did I play? It had a death counter of 17. I don't even know. What game was it that I was playing? I said, fuck this, I'm not counting deaths anymore. I got so angry. Was it Neo 2 last year? Remember, I was so angry. I was like, fuck this, I'm not counting fucking deaths anymore. This is bullshit. I got so angry. I remember I took the death counter off the screen. I never continued to count it. I can't remember if it was that game or not. Oh, it was Demon's Souls? Okay. It was Demon's Souls. I got so heated. I was like, fuck this. That's actually funny. Alright, anyway. Frog in the Party Hat did a 100-bit cheer. It says, I don't know if you remember my buddy Grug. You shouted him out a while ago. He loves your content and made a couple short tracks. If I upload them to YouTube, how can I send you a link for consideration? Via email? And the answer is yes. Email me. darksidephil@hotmail.com with those hot links. And I'll give them a click. I'll give them a listen. I'll probably hate them and pretend like you never emailed me. But if I like them, I may just add them to the rotation. But it's, you know, pretty tough criteria to qualify to make it to my intro. Most of the songs in my stream intros are over a decade old. I'm not even kidding. Most of the songs that are on the pre-stream are from 2010. It's now 2021. So can you imagine 11 years ago making a song, a silly remix, and thinking that 11 years later that a content creator would actually still be using them in their content on a daily basis? I mean, holy shit. Right? So anyway, yeah. You send me a song and I like it, I might still be playing it in like 2047. Think about that. Anyway, thank you for even thinking about that. Okay, Jay Hawkwood cheered. He said, lobster pizza from Red Lobster for DSP tries it. I don't want to do anything for Red Lobster ever. Red Lobster is fucking nasty. So, here's my experience with Red Lobster. I never ate it at all until John used to come over and do co-op with me. And then one day we were like, let's just do some random food. Because what we would do is he would come over and we would usually film Smart Guys, our wrestling commentary show. And I would edit it and upload it. And while it was editing or whatever and uploading, we would go eat. So we went to Red Lobster for the first time I've ever had it. And I remember we went there during a shrimp fest. And they gave us these endless cheesy biscuits that are pretty good. And it was like shrimp three ways. So it was like fried shrimp, sauteed shrimp, and then it was like shrimp in like butter sauce and garlic sauce. That was pretty good, but it was a lot of shrimp. They're all tiny. They have these tiny little shrimp. And a couple other times we went there. And it was pretty meh. Like, if you get vegetables there, they're usually terrible. They're usually like mush or like old vegetables. They're not very good. And usually everything there that they completely saturate it in like butter and shit. It's not great, okay? So, when my wife moved in with me 3 years ago now, I remember during that first year, we just happened to be in some area that we don't usually go to. I don't remember why we were there. And there was a Red Lobster there. And we were like, well, we never really have seafood. So why don't we go to Red Lobster? So we go to Red Lobster, and I got some kind of I think it was like lobster mac and cheese or something like that. And my wife got some kind of a shrimp dish. Her dish was absolutely disgusting. It was like pure grease and butter. It was the most nasty thing I've ever seen. She hated it. And then we got this appetizer. It was supposed to be spinach dip. Again, it was a pool of grease. I'm like, dude, this is like inedible food. So we barely ate. And then we went home. And we both got sick. We both were vomiting profusely that night. It's like, what the fuck, man? So Red Lobster can go fuck itself. It's disgusting. It's a like low quality grease fest food. And unless you have like an iron stomach, I don't recommend ever going there. And by the way, it's overpriced too. It's expensive for no fucking reason. It's like you're going to some gourmet restaurant. It's essentially fast food, and they sit you down at a restaurant, make you pretend like it's a real restaurant food when it's not. It's fucking nasty. So don't go to Red Lobster. They suck. And in addition to that, I'm never eating the lobster pizza. That sounds disgusting too. The thing is, you can have a good, like a seafood pie. Like back in Connecticut, there was a few actually Italian pizzerias. They would do a seafood pie that would have things like calamari and stuff on it. Those are good. Shrimp on a pizza. You can do a shrimp parmesan pizza. It's actually really good if done right. Red Lobster, they don't know how to do anything. So they pulled their food out of the toilet. All right. Snow Carl cheered. He says, what have you asked Kat for your birthday? A new gaming tee, jeans produced in the 21st century, or something more romantic? Nothing. I didn't ask her for anything. I'm wondering, she says she wants to make me a cake, but I don't ask my wife for anything for my birthday. If she wants to get me something, great, but if not, I don't really, it's not a big deal. We're both busy individuals. We're both working a ton, so, especially now with her new position and her new time, her new shift, she's still kind of stressed out, and hoping that they're going to solidify her schedule, because once they do, if they do that, then we can have a more solid thing. We know exactly what we're doing every week. We can plan stuff. I get the feeling the stress would be reduced, but I'm not asking her for nothing. I don't know. I don't really think about that stuff. I don't ask for nothing for Christmas. I don't ask for anything for my birthday. I just don't think about it. And, you know, that, I guess the way it is this. All right? If you don't expect anything, then if something happens, it's a pleasant surprise versus expecting something and then not getting something or not getting what you wanted and then being disappointed, right? I would rather just say, hey, oh my God, excuse me. It's absolutely disgusting. I would rather be surprised pleasantly than be disappointed, right? So that's my philosophy. I don't really think about anything or expect anything from anyone. Ladies Man is here. What's going on, Ladies Man? Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a bit. He did 100-bit cheers. I hope everyone's doing well. Sorry I haven't been here in almost a week because we're in the home stretch of our semester, so I've been busy getting ready for the finals. I hope... All right. Number one, good on you for being diligent, for working hard, and for your success so far. I congratulate you on that. I'm excited to hear. I hope you get through your finals, and I hope everything goes well. It's exciting to hear about your progress over the last year or two that you've been doing this. So... good luck. I know it's tough. I remember finals time. The crunch, right? I remember. I've been there. I wish you the best. I hope that it goes well. And, excuse me. And, good luck. Hopefully you'll come back to us with good news in a week or two, right? When the finals are over. And thank you very much for the cheer as well. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Snow Cultures, do you think you're sending mixed messages when you say games might be on the chopping block due to people complaining? And say you can't complain if you dislike a game. It seems like crying about a game means that it gets removed. Well, here's the point I'm trying to make. All right. If you purposely know you don't like a game, you know this is a certain genre of game you don't like, and you know that I'm a variety streamer, I just don't see the point of coming to the stream you know you're not going to like. Like, isn't that asking for problems, right? You're asking to be bored or whatever. Not to say that you might not find fun talking with the stream chatters or interacting with me. I totally get that. But if you know there's something particularly you don't like, why would you go out of your way to be here for that session? Like, I just don't understand that mentality at all. You know, it's like, I know I hate this movie. It's a rom-com. I can't stop cringing at rom-coms, but then I go to the movies and I sit and watch a rom-com and complain the whole movie. Why? Why do you do that? That just, it baffles me that people do this. All right? But then, on top of that, there's some games where even people who maybe like a particular game or genre come by and they say, this is kind of boring or whatever. All right? Here's the thing. In order for a game to be successful on stream, it has to have two things. It has to have an audience, and it has to be fun for me to play. Because if it doesn't have a good audience and it's not fun for me to play, then what am I doing it for? Right? If I don't like it and you don't like it, it's supposed to be an interactive stream where we're having a good time. We have to have a good time. You see what I'm saying? So, in the case of a game like Genshin Impact, all right, which is the game that recently, this has been a discussion around it. This was a game that I played in the fall. When I played it in the fall, it was a new release. People were excited because it was a new game or whatever. Then, hello, buddy. Then I stopped playing it regularly because all the new releases came out in tandem with the release of the PlayStation 5. So Genshin Impact went on hiatus. And then on top of that, I ended up playing several games like Assassin's Creed and Immortals Phoenix Rising that were very similar to the formula of Genshin anyway. So it's kind of like I played that game. You know what I mean? So, now people are screaming, hey, Phil, you ever going to go back to Genshin? Will you bring back Genshin as a chill stream? We like the fact that, you know, it's something more relaxing. It's not a super serious game. Sure, I'll bring it back. But I brought it back in the first two streams I played it. Number one, not a lot of attendees, being honest here. Not as much as like a usual stream. And number two, people just complaining. It's not very entertaining. It's not very engaging. Could you play something else, right? Now, the thing is that with Genshin, it's a little different than, say, a game that you know you hate. A lot of people are turning into Genshin because it's a chill stream. Genshin is meant to be a chill stream game, meaning it's not heavily focused on gameplay. We could sit and relax and talk, right? Unlike Ghosts and Goblins, which is pretty much impossible to do that because I have to pay attention to the game constantly, right? Genshin Impact, I could just kind of talk to you guys constantly and have fun conversations if we want. Because the game is slow-paced, open-world RPG exploration. You see what I'm saying? It's very different than that. So, with that being said, it's a different animal entirely. And I don't think specifically people came to watch Genshin and complain. I think people came to chill and realized that they didn't like the game. All right? So it's a different situation. It definitely is. If you purposely come to a Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection stream just to complain that it's an old school game where I die a million times, you don't like that, it's boring, that's your fault. But if you came to a stream that's supposed to be a chill stream game and you're kind of bored by the game, then you should have the right to voice that opinion. It's a little different, you see? It's a different situation. There's many chill stream games I could be playing that aren't Genshin. You see my point? It's not necessarily an ongoing playthrough that, like, I'm just going to drop. It's not an ongoing narrative playthrough. It's a little different. So I hope that makes sense to you. Okay. And by the way, so Genshin, when we played it last time, did well. We were story advancement. People were engaged. We had fun conversation. And people supported the stream. So, you know, Genshin stays around at least for the short term. We'll see what happens. Okay? Excuse me. Hurdy-gurdy man in disguise is cheered. He said, just got here. When are we back at it with Danganronpa after the cliffhanger? And unban Mr. Hurdy-gurdy man. The cliffhanger will be resumed on Thursday. It's actually my last major streaming day this week. Well, actually, my last consecutive streaming day this week, Thursday. The daytime stream. We'll have the big resolution. We'll find out who actually was the murderer. I hate my allergies. Anyway, yes, Thursday. As for unbanning, I don't unban people who ask me live on a stream. It's not how it works. You know the method to get unbanned. I'm not going to waste time here. Okay. Lemonade cheered and said, my cat's cuter than yours. Well, good for you. Big Bad Buffoon cheers says, there's a new Mountain Dew flavor called Major Melon. You should try it for DSP tries it. Ugh. Melon Mountain Dew. That sounds gross. Captain Div cheers. Are we beating Ghosts and Goblins today? Absolutely not. We may beat the stage. We may actually beat stage 5, but there's no way I'm beating the game today. Big Bad Buffoon cheers says, until all of your sweat turns the candy factory into slip and slide, you haven't quite had enough Stacy. What? Huh? Anyway, big Bleach number 9 cheered. Said if Kat works at a grocery store, why not ask her if she can help bring at least groceries home little by little so you could spend more time with us and stream a little on what's now the day off? Because, I'll tell you why. Because when she's at work, and then she wants to come home. She doesn't want to work and then spend another hour in the grocery store grocery shopping. That's why. When you work, you're exhausted. And you want to go home and you want to relax. You don't want to stay in that place of work extra time and do more things. Right? Right? Also, not sure if you're aware about this. There's this little thing out there. It's called COVID. Have you heard of it? You know? For highly infectious disease. It's dangerous to be out with fucking people and she's already in the store all day. And now you want her to stay extra. Holy shit. Alright, now we got a dumb fuck insulting my wife. You go fuck yourself. No, really, I mean it. I hope that you go and you rip your own dick off and shove it up your ass. Insult my wife. Go fuck yourself. Enjoy your band. Okay. Let's continue on. Jay Hawkwood cheered. He said, shout out to Arab... E-Rob. I read that wrong. E-Rob. His chat was dissing you last night, but he says he thought you were a cool guy. Well, I don't know who E-Rob is, but shout out to E-Rob. Thank you for the cheer. And Jasper, stop playing with that wire immediately. Stop that. Stop that. No, don't do that. Okay. COVID! You heard it? Heard of it? Okay. Lemonade is subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much, Lemonade, for the sub. And then he cheered again. He said, I love your emojis. Yeah, they're pretty good. Admittedly, over the years, people have submitted so many great emojis, and we have over 40 of them. For a streamer as small time as I am, the fact that I have so many goddamn emojis is pretty impressive. Even I've impressed myself. So, enjoy the emojis. Thank you for the sub. Then he cheered again. He says, are you playing games today or just chatting? I'm wondering, no hate. We always do about an hour of chatting. and then I go on a quick break to use the bathroom, and then we get started and we play about 3+ hours of games. So there you go. Golden Colts cheered. He says YouTube's testing a new interface. It hides the thumbs down count on videos. People are speculating it's because of people downvote brigading political content that they disagree with, but it will presumably be site-side across all videos. What do you think of the possibility? I think it's too little too late for YouTube to fix their site. Their site's been fucked for the greater part of a decade because they're fucking idiots. There was a time when on YouTube, everything was upvote or no vote. It was a star rating system, if you remember. So essentially, it was stars or no stars, right? It wasn't thumbs up, thumbs down. When they went to the thumbs up, thumbs down system, immediately the site became more toxic. And it's just gotten worse and worse on a daily basis. So, I don't think anything's going to fix anything. Really, who cares about thumbs up or thumbs down? The question is, how do thumbs up and thumbs down affect videos and their visibility? That's the real question, right? If a thumbs up or thumbs down doesn't affect video visibility, then why would you care if your video gets a thumbs up or a thumbs down, right? But if you get a bunch of thumbs down and your video gets hidden and no one can ever see it, then that's a problem. At one point, I don't know if this is the case anymore, but I could tell you at one point, any kind of interaction with the video actually was a good thing for it. It was considered, what was the terminology? User engagement. So even if someone hated your video and thumbed it down, it actually counted as a positive towards your video. I know that sounds stupid, because it is, but that's how it worked. So people would go and troll the video and thumb it down 1,000,000 times, and that video would end up trending and going viral and getting a ton of views. So make of that what you will, but I don't really think it matters hiding thumbs down on a video. For example, people thumbs down my videos all the time. They always have. It doesn't affect, like, my videos, it's not like they get more views, less views, nothing. It doesn't really matter. It's a waste of time. So, United States of Phil has subscribed to the channel. Thank you to the United States of Phil. Who knew that there was a country named after me, but thank you very much for the sub. Ladies Man cheered again. He says, it's actually about 30 days until finals time. However, the workload has doubled. If I'm not around for the next month, that's why. Because I'm making sure I do well on my final month and final exams, but I'll tune in when I can. Thanks for letting me keep you up to date on my first year of mortuary school. You're welcome. I mean, it's interesting. Seriously, you've kept us in the loop about all this stuff that most people would never talk about publicly, and it's interesting to me. So, thank you for keeping us in the loop. And again, I wish you the best. I hope that everything goes well. Doubling the workload is pretty rough. So I hope you can get through this month. And, yeah, that's why I have the stuff archived on YouTube. So you can watch at your leisure. If you can't be here live, I totally understand it. I look forward to hearing back from you after the fact. And hopefully things go well for you. Okay? All right. Local Nomad has done a 240-bit cheer. It's the biggest cheer of the day. Let's get that on the leaderboard before we continue here. Hold on. Oh, shit. Shit. I can't type today. 240 bits. He says, sorry if you talked about this already, but the rumored Call of Duty 2021 will take place in a World War II alternate universe. Alternate timeline, excuse me, not alternate universe. Alternate timeline. It'll use a Call of Duty 2019 engine. I know you dislike that game, but I hope it's fun. Have a good stream. Oh my god, excuse me. No, hold on. Call of Duty 2019? That was Modern Warfare. That game was terrible. That game was absolute garbage. It was like liquid duty. Like someone crapped into a can and sealed it. And you opened it and let loose the duty. That's what that game was. It was literally Call of Duties. It was bad. I hated it. So, if the new game is going to play like that game, I get the feeling, sadly, we're going to go from playing Call of Duty 2 to 3 times a week to Call of Duty getting out of the rotation completely. I hope it's not the case. I hope that's not the case. I hope it ends up being a good game. But, I don't know, man. I just don't like... I did not like Modern Warfare. But, you know, visually it looks amazing. So I guess it's more about the gameplay than the engine. So I guess we'll find out. Alright, Jay Hawkwood has cheered. And he says, when you get DoorDash or delivery, how much do you tip? My friend was saying I tip too much for $8 on a $20 order. It depends. See, when you order, it usually tries to default to a certain amount. And typically, I don't know what it actually is. Like, I don't know what the percentage is. But usually, I just let it do itself. Whatever it suggests is usually what I'll click. So, yeah, it has a default suggested amount. And that's what I go with. I have no idea what percentage it is. I don't do the math. Okay. Snow Carl has cheered. He says, did you know your very loyal and hardworking moderator, King Goken, has a massive YouTube channel where he averages 1,000 to 2,000 views per video? No. I don't delve into the business of my moderators, and I don't know about their personal lives. I have no idea about that. If he does, congrats. Congrats to him. Good work. Golden Cold Shirty says, why mods disabled the Come On Brother emote? It's disheartening to see visual representation of a person of color suppressed while the world continues to go through tumultuous events like the trial of police officer Derek Chauvin. If you really think, if you're going to equate the trial of Derek Chauvin to the Come On Bruh emote in my chat, I think you see the reason why the emote's banned. That's one of the most stupid fucking things I've ever heard in my life. One of the most immature things I've ever heard in my life. And the fact that even that would be dabbled in and considered as an equivalent thing is actually disheartening for the entirety of the human race. And I'm glad that it's banned. Seriously. It's kind of like, you know what they say? It's like, if you're not mature enough to have something, then you can't have it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm totally fine with that emote. I have nothing wrong with it. But people regularly post it in the chat as a racist way. Oh, something in a game might reference an African-American or something that is stereotypical of an African-American. Spam the emote 7,000 times. No. No, stupid. Grow up. And by the way, this is not just on this channel. This has been a run. I saw articles about this 2 to 3 years ago where some of the biggest streamers were complaining about this, saying that basically people were using that emote in particular as a racist meme and complained to Twitch about it, and Twitch doesn't do anything about it, you know? There have been entire articles about how Twitch is a place where people try to hide, you know, oh, look, we can try to do snide racist jabs by just using a universal emote, and we're protected from any kind of, you know, disciplinary action because it's a universal emote on Twitch, right? So, my feeling is thus. It's an emote, it doesn't matter. There's tons of other emotes you can use. In particular, I didn't ban the emote. One of my moderators did because apparently they saw it was being used for very racist reasons in the stream chat. Alright? And if they see that happening, then I support it. Now, it's like I've said. I said this yesterday, I'll say it again. The best way that you can prove that there wouldn't be continued racism with it would be to just fucking leave it alone and not mention it anymore. Because it's obvious, if people are constantly bringing it up, alright, if we were to unban it, immediately it would be misused 1,000,000 times on purpose. So the best way to stop it from being banned would be to stop chewing that wire. Hey, don't chew that wire, buddy. Okay. The best way to stop the nonsense would be to just not bring it up at all. If you don't bring it up, then maybe in a little while people would stop talking about it. It wouldn't be a big deal. And then we could bring it back. And I said, hey, no chewing on that wire. Hey, get out of here. If you're going to chew the wire, you're going to hurt yourself. Okay. So, like I said, if we would stop bringing it up, then maybe it would be normalized, not a big deal, and then we could unban it, and then people wouldn't abuse it. But that's the problem. You are making the problem worse by constantly bringing it up over and over. You are. You're just making it so that the emote will be gone longer. So, stop. Stop jumping on the drama meme. Because that's all it is. It's a bunch of fucking idiots trying to cause drama and trying to create a meme out of drama because the emote's banned. Grow up. Stop bringing it up. And eventually it'll come. I said that's it. Jasper Kitty, you do not chew that wire. You're going to get hurt. Don't chew the wires. Jeez. Don't want him to get electrocuted. You know better. All right, so shut up about it, and maybe it'll come back. There you go. Okay. Shout outs. Oh shit. Clicked the wrong thing. Shout outs to the top cheers of the week. The week is young. It's only Tuesday. But nevertheless, people have cheered. And I have burped. It's kind of like the sun coming up. So thank you to those who've cheered. We have a tie between Captain Div and Major Riot and Crash Bandicoot. It's a triple tie for 8th place. Thank you, guys. Then, in 7th place, OGX Focal. In 6th place, Snow Carl. In 5th place, Timbo GB, Timbo Slice. In 4th place, Local Nomad. 3rd place, Jay Hawkwood. 2nd place is Thug Nasty 97. And in 1st place for the week so far, Vergatoto. Thank you guys for the cheers. Now, in addition to that, thank you to those who've gifted subscriptions to the channel so far this week. I appreciate your contributions and your support of the channel, especially our effort to try to hit the sub goal here. All right. Thank you to the following people. It's me, Mario Gamer, Uniturtle 1, Technical 2070, and No Damage 2. Congratulations. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate that. So, thank you. What's hilarious is that, once again, I said don't talk about it, and idiots are still going to fucking talk about it. And then one guy says, oh, it's funny how white people are offended by the things that don't offend us, and then they do these things. I didn't ban the emo. I didn't ban the fucking emo. I didn't do it. It was one of my moderators. So shut up. Shut it. Zip it. Zip it. Zip it. Timbo Slice cheered. He said, activate. Hey, zip it. Timbo Slice cheered. And he says, Activision is really upsetting people. 4 days with no answers on Tony Hawk Next Gen issues of freezing. Many people feel we may never get a fix, seeing that they shut down that studio. Yeah, they did. They shut down the studio that made the game, so who's going to fix it? Activision is more focused on Call of Duty. So Activision released a Next Gen version of Tony Hawk that doesn't work, and no one's fixing it. That's great. That's great. Okay. Alright, guys. Zip it! When a complaint comes along, you must zip it. When your whining goes too long, you must zip it. Okay. Ghost of Hyrule tipped me $1.30. Let's get to the games. The Illuminati is back in the White House. Let's move on. Sounds good. Alright. Thank you for the first tip of the day. I don't know about that White House bit, what that meant. What the hell? Half the stuff didn't type. Alright, let's try this again. It didn't... Wow, I guess the keyboard desynced for the first half of what I was typing. There we go. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for pre-stream. Let's take a break. I gotta use the restroom. So, let's take a quick break. I recommend you take this opportunity. Get a drink or a snack. Use the restroom yourself. Whatever you may want to do at this time. I shall return shortly with Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection and about 4,000 new deaths. Alright? We're coming up on the crazy deaths. Alright? So, thank you. I shall see you in a bit. Sounds good? Alright, guys. I'll see you in a bit. Cool.